The bald eagle, often associated with freedom and immortality to residents of the United States, there was once a point in which the bald eagle as a species faced immortality, as it was right on the brink of extinction. Though the bald eagle has been honored by the United States since it was made a part of the Great Seal in 1782, this did not stop early Americans from fearing this bird, as it was commonly hunted. It wasn't until the year 1940 that the United States government took action to protect bald eagles from overhunting and habitat destruction with the implementation of the Bald Eagle Protection Act. This was a great stride in helping bald eagle populations, though a new pesticide entered the scene that completely undermined these efforts, DDT. Heavily relied on during World War II, DDT made its way into agricultural areas as a way of warding off pests like mosquitoes. As reliance on DDT increased during this time, one of the unanticipated consequences was felt by bald eagles. This pesticide would make its way into waterways as agricultural runoff, where it would be absorbed by plants and fish. As bald eagles rely on fish as part of their diet, they would in turn also absorb DDT. This pesticide went on to be heavily linked to reproductive failure in bald eagles, as it would cause deformities of the chicks and egg thinning that prohibited hatching. It was the work of beloved naturalist Rachel Carson in her 1962 work Silent Spring that officially brought concerns about DDT into the mainstream. The first initiative that was crucial in aiding bald eagles was when DDT was banned in 1972. As concerns about bald eagle populations rose, Ohio also took charge in protecting these species. When the first endangered species list of Ohio was established in 1974, the bald eagle was one of the first animals that was put on this list, as a way of bringing attention to the plight of the species. Several years later, the situation with bald eagles in Ohio became even more extreme, when it was found that only 4 pairs of eagles were left in the state in 1979. The same year, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources launched restoration efforts. These efforts included extensive monitoring of the nests of the 4 pairs and tagging initiatives of the juvenile eagles over the following decade. The data that the bald eagle researchers collected from these efforts paved the way for understanding what these birds need to develop and thrive, which eventually led to increases in bald eagle populations in Ohio. With Ohio's efforts and the efforts of other states, bald eagle populations recovered. When it was found that there were nearly 9,800 bald eagle nesting pairs in the United States in 2007, this was enough proof that bald eagle populations proficiently recovered and were removed from the endangered species list in June of that same year. New estimates of United States bald eagle populations are close to 71,467 breeding pairs in 2021. Ohio's part in restoring bald eagle populations is a part of the state's history that is looked upon with pride and admiration.